Thank you for tuning in our 5
Hacks
Camping Malaysia in
Pantai Cunang.
Route to Pantai Cunang Orang Asli campsite. As usual, I'll be using KLCC as a central point to Pantai Cunang campsite. As you can see on the Google Maps, it actually suggested 3 routes to Pantai Cunang campsite. One of it is the nearest, which is 89.4 km, approximately around 1 hour 42 minutes. And of course, the second one will be a 93.2 km, which is 1 hour 35 minutes. And the last one will be the longest way, 99.2 km, approximately around 1 hour 34 minutes. And of course, if you're coming from the north, from the KLCC area, most likely you all will be choosing either these 3 routes. Of course, if you are coming from Port Klang, Klang and Puchong, most likely you all will be using this route. And if you're coming from like Singapore or from the south, from Johor Bahru, Johor, most likely you all will be using this route. It's the nearest route to Pantai Cunang campsite. Let's start from KLCC, which is this route. I will be using the shortest route. Going through straight, you'll be passing by Bandar Seri Permaisuri, Sungai Bersih, Bukit Jalil, and also Seri Kembangan, all the way straight passing by Bandar Baru Bangi. Of course, when it comes to these straight roads, passing by our KLRA International Airport, going through this Bandar Baru Anstek are pretty scenic. So this route will lead you slightly to the right and drive all the way straight. When it comes to this part, turning to your left, have to make sure you all slow down because these junctions are pretty narrow. At the first time when we on the way to Pantai Cunang campsite, we almost missed the junction, and this is the footage I would like to show you guys. After turning left, as you can see, the roads are pretty narrow, only allow 1 car at a time. So if there are 2 cars, so either of the 2 cars have to give way to one another. So when it comes to these junctions, turning to your right, opposite, as you can see, there's a residential building. Then go straight. Then the road will lead you to your left. Of course, before turning left, there's a nice signboard stated Jalan Pantai Cunang. Then go straight. Very obvious, you all will be seeing the parking area just ahead of you. Facilities in Pantai Cunang. Once you arrive Pantai Cunang, right, this is how it looks like, the parking area. As you can see, there's a limited parking area. Approximately, you can park around 20 cars here. So campers, if you guys coming here, especially the petty seasons, come earlier to park good spots in front of us so that you can load your things easily. So please follow us for facilities reviews at Pantai Cunang.
On my left hand side, you can see there's a big signboard of Pantai Cunang, and you can see all the monkeys here.
Yeah,
you can take a picture for memory. And then on right hand side, there's a small pondok for waiting area.
Yeah.
And at the entrance, we can see like the hibiscus craft. These are actually the Orang Asli craft tangan. So to decorate the whole area to make it like beautiful. Yeah,
of course, when you all arrive at the parking area, right, you all can see this small little pondok here and the big signboard at showing Pantai Cunang. And you also can see the signboard here, Pantai Cunang. Motorcycles dilarang masuk, which means motorcycles don't allow to enter this area. Vehicles also don't allow. As you can see, they actually fixed a gate here, and this gate is always closed. So follow us. As you can see, today is fatty seasons, and a lot of people coming here to visit this Orang Asli Pantai Cunang to spend time with their families and friends here on this holiday and fatty seasons. Of course, Beatrice almost fell down because the road here, the tracks here going into this the beach side, the pantai is uneven. And of course, these are the foundations platform. They use the woods, and this is how it looks like.
You can push your wagon and trolley easily through here, right?
Yeah, quite easy to push the wagons and also the trolley.
So not to worry. But of course, if you don't own a wagons or a trolley, most probably is highly recommend to use a backpack to come over here to do your camping experience.
But when you reach the sand ground, it's a bit hard to push the trolley over.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we turn to our left hand side. So you can see all the shades here, and there are Orang Asli resorts here that you can rent to overnight, around 100 over per night. And yesterday there was actually full of campers here.
Yeah.
Okay, and we only managed to get the last spot, which is we are showing you now, where we pitch our tent.
Yeah. Look at our right hand side. Can set up your tent here. Can set up the tent here. Here can set up at least 3 tents here. Before the tree, as you can see, it's very shady. A lot of nice trees. I'm not sure what this tree called. Looks like a pine tree. Yeah, but of course this tree provide a lot of shady. Come check out our tent and our campground. This is how our campground and our fly shed and our tent looks like. Isn't it nice and cozy? And it's actually facing in front of the beach, and the water actually
it's low tide now.
It's low tide now.
Yeah, so the water is very far and you can walk until, very far. So you can take a walk here, cozy walk.
Yeah, low tide
relaxing.
Now. So further on our left hand side also can set up the tent there, and very near to this Orang Asli's buildings. Can set up tent here. Of course, this left hand side, the trees is lesser. It's a bit hot in the evening.
And here is like the Orang Asli Rumah Panjang.
But of course, yeah. So this is the Rumah Panjang's Orang Asli. Of course, if you all would like to set up your tent here, it's pretty far from the toilet, because the toilet and the bathroom is actually on our far right hand side. We will show you guys in a short while in this video. Please do continue watch our video until the end. We will show you the 5 hacks. And now our very first review is on the facilities on Pantai Cunang.
It's very nice, especially during the sunset. You can actually have a walk here along the beach with your family, with your friends. You can play some games here.
Yeah.
Put layang-layang here. Okay, now we are going towards right hand side, right?
Yep. So as you can see, while we are walking towards the bathroom and the facilities, right, many trees that being chopped down and the roots is actually lifted up. So the Orang Asli actually allow us to actually chop the trees that are already lifted up, and those roots and things like that for your campfire.
Yeah. You can see right in front of us, there's a huge pondok. There's a common area. Yesterday, during the hurricane, right, actually some campers shifted their tent here because it's too serious, too heavy. So you can have the shades under the pondok.
Yeah, as you can see, a lot of picnic, they actually come here to picnics, and you actually can set up your tent here. You can set up tent here, and the area is very big. You can set up a lot of tent here.
Yeah, here can set up quite a number of tents. It's like, front and back.
Yes. As you can see, there's one tent here. Okay, now we are actually at the right hand side of the campsite, and further down in front of us, ahead of us, there's another Orang Asli building there, which is so authentic and so nice. And of course, we can feel the wind is blowing on our face now. It's so relaxing and cozy here. As you can see, this is the trees that I'm talking about. The Orang Asli allow us to actually chop the roots to set up your tent, set up your campfire. So further straight, right, be careful, there's a lot of roots here when you're about to come here to set up your tent. A lot of spaces for you all to actually set up your tent here. and also your
Picnics
fly
as
shed.
well.
Yes, it seems a lot of picnics. People they will come here for their picnics.
And you can see they actually pull the strings
Yeah,
to
it's
hang
so-
their clothes.
Yeah, it's so convenient.
Yeah. But yesterday when we came here, here are all full of kema, all
Yeah.
full of tents and people. Today is actually considered less crowded.
Yeah. If you all would like to, if you all choose the date that is a public holiday and it's so crowded, right? And you all would like to have a private moment, a lone moment, right? This is the best spot to choose. And this is a far right. Of course, it's further from the bathroom and the toilet. And this area is really private and quiet.
You can see there's a hammock there
Yeah.
and also some tents here. This area is more secluded and
Yeah.
privacy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Check out the Pantai Cunang. See, the beach is so nice. And a lot of small little trees in the middle of the sea. Then high tide that time.
Yeah, when low tide, a lot of baby crabs will come out. You can
Yeah.
play with the baby crabs. And also at night, there are a lot of hermit crabs
Yeah.
walking around.
The crab as big as this, you see. So normally, right, the tourists and the picnics, they come in the morning and in the afternoon, right? The crabs doesn't come out when the bright sunlight. So come in the middle of the night. After maybe
Evening.
evening time, yeah. After 7, trust me, the small little crabs will come out.
Yeah, and a lot of seashells here. You can
Yeah,
actually collect. There are some very beautiful seashells.
yeah. So now, please do continue follow us for our 5 hacks reviews. Now we are walking towards the bathroom and also the toilet on the facilities on 5 hacks.
The sand here is very fine and white.
Yep.
Quite nice to walk.
All right. Before we head down to the toilet and the bathroom, there's the woods. Y'all actually can pick up for your campfire. Maybe I would like to show you guys nearer. And the woods are pretty big. So even though I brought my axe, right, I wouldn't want to saw it or chop the wood. So I will pick up the small little branches and also small little woods to set up our campfire.
Then you can see on your left hand side there's the signage, Tandas toilet. So this is where the toilet and the bathroom is located. Okay, we'll bring you to the male toilet first.
Yeah. Do look at their solar panel here. As you can see, the wire for female toilet and also male toilet. But surprisingly, at night it's not working. So just bring extra lights when you want to go do your washing and showering. So this is how it looks like for male's toilet. And I'm not sure whether there's water. Yes. Now at almost 2 o'clock, water is not here yet. And this is the toilet. There's a hanger here. Of course, the toilet is not perfect, but it's usable.
You can see dogs are walking around here.
Yeah.
And this toilet and bathroom, I will only give 2 stars because it's pretty inconvenient and there's no water and it's quite dirty.
Yeah, that's a female toilet. All right.
So we'll go to the washing area,
Yep.
the sink.
So here also another bontot. You can actually put your stuff here, your food preparations, and this is the sink. And it's only one sink.
Okay, let us check. Definitely no water now. But
Yeah.
when we did the washing here, the pressure was very strong.
Very strong.
But it's just that the water all stagnant here.
Yeah.
Mm.
All
Okay.
right.
We can walk through this small alley here, and there's another tanki water at the right hand side
Yeah, on the right hand side.
where you can do some washing.
Yeah, this donkey water, right, they're actually very good. I find it very good is because they actually collect the rainwater. But of course, if imagine if no rain, right, there's no water in this donkey. So this donkey very usable for those visitors and those tourists who would like to come here to do their playing at the beach side. Then they can actually wash their legs and hands over there.
So lastly is that there's actually some information about this Pantai Cunang at the pondok on my left hand side. It shows that how this area was actually developed from the orang asli.
As you can
so
see, as you can see the pondok there, they actually fix some pictures and also the price. Picnic, the price, I will show the price for campers and also for picnics. The price at the below sections, in the description below sections.
The pros and cons of Pantai Cunang campsite. This place is fully guarded and then taken care by orang asli.
Yes.
So when we are here, there's a very unique sense of the orang asli culture and their tradition. As you can see, the resort behind, you see the structure is being built in orang asli custom. So basically, we are here as campers. We also help to support them because they earn this. They can earn this as a living. And then the second thing is that the sand here is very fine and then also quite whitish. And the campsite area is covered with a lot of trees, shades, so you can actually just pitch your tent there, then you can get a very nice and beautiful sea view.
Pantai Cunang's campsite, orang asli, basically I would say pretty easy for you guys as campers to find some woods if you would like to set up your campfire. Those trees, if you notice that maybe behind there's a lot of tree branches and all that, the orang asli people actually inform us you can actually saw, if you have a saw or an axe, right, you can actually take the woods from those fallen trees, but not those trees are living trees. And also further down our campsite here, also a lot of woods there, but those are pretty big trunk type of woods lah. I actually brought the axe, but I don't think so I will actually chop the woods because those are really huge. So basically I actually pick up some branches and small little woods to set up our campfire. So these are the advantage at this orang asli campsite at Pantai Cunang.
And then the very good thing about this campsite for ladies is I actually expected there would be a lot of those sea flies, sea mosquitoes, but surprisingly there are very, very little mosquitoes here. I don't even apply the mosquito repellent. But the only thing is that there are a lot of flies here and then also ants.
One thing nice about this campsite, right, they actually fix a pool, around 8-meter pool with a solar panel and LED lights. So basically the campground, right, around this area from front to back, right, they actually lighted up lah. So this is what I like about this campsite. We just share with you guys all the pros and now we would like to share with you the cons. So the cons, right, basically start from parking area, right. As you all know, this Pantai Cunang is a public area and limited parking spots. So if you're planning to check in, highly advised to come here earlier to make sure to unload your things easier, unload and load your things easier, to park near to the gate because the gate is all the time closed.
We are here on the first day of Hari Raya, so it's a festive season. Therefore, a lot of people, we are very blessed that we still managed to find a parking spot to load and unload our stuff. So you can actually check in as early as 9 o'clock. So especially during the holidays, just be prepared that there will be a lot of people here to sightseeing, campers here as well. So come early as possible to get a nice parking spot and then also a nice camping spot. Because when we reach here, basically all the nice spots have been taken up, but it's still, we are blessed enough to be able to have a nice, small cozy spot at the end of the left hand side of the sandy beach.
Yeah, as you all know, Pantai Cunang is a public campsite. So if you guys bringing maybe some important things or those luxury things, maybe watches, wallets, phones and things like that, so make sure to keep it inside your tent. because it's a public place and a lot of tourists and also outsiders and outstations people, especially the petty seasons. I'm not too sure normal days, but today, because it's a public holiday for Hari Raya, a lot of those tourists and also picnic, they all actually come here to check out this place and take photos. So if you're bringing a lot of those important things and luxury things, keep it in a safe place. Alright, for this Pantai Cunang, right, actually quite a wide area to set up your tent here. From ahead of us and until at the back of us, if I calculate correctly, it can at least set up 10-20 tents here. But the cons here, they actually set up one toilet for male and one toilet for female, and one bathroom for male and one bathroom for female, and one sinking on the right hand side. That's about it. So imagine if here full of campers and tents and things like that. I wonder how they actually cater for so many campers here. And at the same time, because we overnight here 2 days 1 night, last night it was a disaster. It's because no water, so we didn't take our shower here. But this morning we are glad that actually the water came. But surprisingly, at this hour 11:30, the water stopped again. So I have no idea what's going on here. But just to share with you guys, if you guys coming here for a camping experience, just to remember, just in case no water, maybe we all would like to bring some extra waters for washing your feet and your hand after a meal or things like that, or maybe after showering at the beach side.
Yeah, actually we spoke to one of the Orang Asli in charge lah. He was saying that some campers didn't off the tap.
Yeah.
So actually that caused that, you know, the water flowed and then there was no water. So there was very, very little water in the toilet. So I managed to grab some water and
Yeah.
clean myself up before sleep. But this morning also, you know, morning there are a lot of water, but then suddenly it went off again.
Yes.
So that hope that because we pay for the campsite as well, you know, when we pitch our tent and then to use the toilet, parking is 4 ringgit and then total is 34 ringgit. So I think the Orang Asli community, they can actually make this place a better place.
Yes.
Because a lot of tourists here, a lot of people come here. So it's very important, especially to have a better facilities for the convenience of the campers, especially water is essential.
Yes, actually I feel very, very sad because this is actually a very beautiful campsite. Surprisingly, we can see a lot of rubbish. You see the water bottles is everywhere, and also plastics everywhere. So, and yesterday evening while we walking through this sandy beach, so I noticed there's one big plastic rubber wrap was actually floating on the sea. So very sad that a lot of rubbish here. So if the management is watching this video, I hope you guys will do something about it, because this is a very natural place and also very nice place. So I hope the management will do something about it. Last but not least, for cons is actually the toilet. I noticed from my observations, right, they install a light inside the toilet, the bathroom and the toilet for male and female. Then I also noticed that they actually fix a solar panel there. So I'm not too sure, middle of the night, the light is not lighted up in the toilet. So if you guys coming here to set up your tent and camping experience, remember to bring your headlamps or a torchlight to go shower or go to the toilet.
Tips for campers. Yesterday was our first time camping at the beach. We want to try out how is the experience, you know, camping at the beach side. And then unfortunately, we were actually hit by a thunderstorm. We were actually chilling at the fireplace and then we saw some lightnings and then very some drizzle rain, but then suddenly whoosh, a very strong wind came upon us. So we ran into our tent and then suddenly it's like, you know, very, very heavy wind blowing at our fly sheet and everything seems to going to, you know, be flung away, you know. So wow, and then heavy downpour, you know. So it was really a thrilling and very adventurous experience.
If you all haven't watched our Pantai Cunang's camping experience, we will leave the link above on this screen. So let you guys to check it out to experience also how we actually went through this powerful thunderstorms. So this is really one of the experience that we at this campsite.
Yeah, that we will never forget.
Yes.
Because we were actually holding the fly sheets like
Yes.
that, very strong, you know, wind.
Yeah.
And then the rain was actually upon us. And
Yeah.
basically, we are very blessed because our neighbor
Yeah.
campers actually came,
Yeah.
two couples came for help. So they actually hold the fly sheet for
Yeah.
us as well. Then at last, it was too strong wind and too strong heavy rain. So we just wrapped the fly sheet with the tent. Just make sure the tent was not, you know, fly away.
Yeah,
or what.
frankly speaking, when that incident happened to us, right, my mind was totally blank, don't know what to do. So it was like, where shall we start to set up our fly sheet and things like that, because the wind is so strong, we cannot even fix our fly sheet again. Then after that, within a minute or two, then I realized that our cameras were actually outside and our generator is also outside. So I quickly actually grabbed the camera and the generator to put inside our tent. So at the same time, right, we also very concerned and worried because fly sheet already almost flying off already. Then our tent, right, our tent actually is about to move towards the backwards because the wind is blowing front, right?
Yeah.
So I was like holding the fly sheet and I'm actually holding the tent.
Yeah.
All right. So this is one of the big lessons we ever learn from this experience, because when we actually check into this campsite, we actually set up our fly sheet and also the tent. By looking at the sky, it was a perfect weather. Didn't expect a big hurricane actually hit on us. What lessons that we actually learned, right? Because the tent, right, kind of lazy because we actually fixed the peaks at the ground and we didn't fix the string to support the tent cover. So this is one of the lessons. So no matter what camping experience you're about to go, so make sure to set up accordingly, set up the entire string and picks to make sure, who knows, maybe disasters will come ahead of us.
Yeah. So as we have experienced this thunderstorm yesterday, so we can share with you guys that when this happened to you, just the first thing is when you come to any campsites, don't take the weather, you know, for granted,
Yes,
because it may just change in seconds, you know, things like that, things that you couldn't have expected. So be ready and prepared. And then the second thing is in your mind, you know, like you said, you don't know what. This is completely blank. So just make sure you keep your most valuable stuff first inside the tank. Just keep it there, you know. Anything you can grab, just keep it there, and then grab your fly sheets and then with your tents. So just make sure that these two important things are actually hold on to the ground. Yeah, and then wait for the thunderstorm to pass through. Then I believe we will be fine. Even we had a good sleep yesterday because it was too exhausted and
Okay, the experience that we went through just now, we just shared with you guys, right? These are the example that I would like to show you guys who are watching this video. These are the pigs that we actually owned. So as you all can see, this is the small pigs, and these are the slightly bigger and longer. And this is actually come together with the fly sheet. If you all watch our unboxing fly sheet, and this is actually DIY. I use a copper rod. I cut the copper rod length around 10 inches, and I fixed the copper clamp here. So what happened, this is our very first time having our camping experience at the beach, and the sand are really fine, you see. So what happened is you actually try using all these picks, right? And it doesn't hold strong enough to the ground. So when you plug into these picks, right, it actually will move. The entire picks will move. So what y'all can do, right? If possible, I would highly recommend you guys to bring an axe or a bushcraft knife, so to cut the wood into like this. This is the woods that I actually brought from home, and it's around 1 feet. So what I do, I use my axe I actually chop it to be pointing at the edge here. Then after that, I actually graft it this part for the string to hold the tent, and also to hold the to put the string to hold the fly sheet. So I use the axe to hammer to the ground here, and surprisingly, this wood is so much better than the picks that we own. Of course, this picks is not meant for sandy beach. If you all want to do a camping experience at the beach side, they actually have a picks for this type of campsite. of course, we didn't buy the pigs for the sandy beach. So what I do is I actually use this method. So if you guys didn't buy the pigs, right, you all can actually use this method.
Yeah, this is really good because it really holds strong of our fly sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course with the help of other campers. But we
Yeah.
see there are few tents, few camps near us. Actually, their fly sheet was lost, right?
So these are the 4 pigs already installed. Would like to show you guys. It's actually, it's so loose, you see. You see? As you can see, it's fixing the fly sheet, and I forced it and it doesn't move. You see, it's so strong for sandy beach. It already fixed the fly sheet. Our fly sheet is 5 meter times 4 meter, and this wood pigs is so strong and it's holding on. Definitely, it can last for hurricane.
The washing area is quite some distance from our camping ground. So lucky that we have actually bought this like a bucket from Nature Heights, as you can see. It's very convenient, very handy. So we just fill some waters inside and then we can do washing, because sandy area, right? It's good that you have this bucket because you always need to clean your hand because full of sands.
Correct.
Otherwise, all your items, all your stuff will be full of, you know, a lot of sands. Yeah. And then also we got this, and then it's just nice because there was no water here. So we managed to, before the water went off, we managed to fill up the bucket. That's why we still have some clean water to clean up and wash up for the night.
Yes. Also, highly recommend for you guys to buy this bucket of water. So some campsite, I believe the toilet and also the tap water, right, could be very far away from your tent. So you just have to fill half of this bucket of water, then just bring over to your camping ground. So you can do washing and rinse your hand or your cloth. So much convenience and easy.
Okay, yeah. And when you're here, remember to beware of the monkeys because there are many monkeys around, and then quite aggressive monkeys. So don't just leave your stuff at the campsite and then you go, you know, walk along the beach. But when you come back, some of your things may have been stolen by the monkeys. So always have to keep an eye on your belongings here.
Not only monkeys, here also have a lot of dogs and puppies. So the food, the leftover food or the rubbish, make sure it's sealed properly and close it properly if you all bring a rubbish bin here. And of course, not only monkeys, dogs, and also snakes. We are about to check out just now. Once again, watch our videos, this Pantai Cunang camping experience. As you all can see the footage, actually I managed to take a video of the snake. So make sure to zip your tent to prevent unnecessary animals and reptiles or insects to enter your tent.
First time we camped at the beach, and first time we experienced this hurricane. So it was very adventurous and also thrilled because first time, so we didn't know what to do. But after this, I think we gain more experience, whether going through the upstream river flow or hurricane or any other things, those natural phenomenon, I think we can handle better. And of course, camp here, looking at the sea view, the beach is very nice, windy, and very relaxing here, listening to the wave sound. But at the same time, there are also a lot of sand when we need to pack up our stuff, clean up, a lot of work to do because it's full of sand.
My feelings and thoughts, as I mentioned just now, I really love this place, but just that very sad, like what I mentioned, can see a lot of rubbish here and can actually to refurbish this campsite to be, I would say, nice and cozy and also windy because near the beach, right? So that's my feelings and thoughts. For you guys as campers, if you're watching these videos, please do leave your comment in the section below to share with us your experience too. Have you guys ever experienced situations like the feeling like almost like end of the world, like a hurricane is overhead of you guys, please share with us and leave the comments in the section below. Thank you so much.
Thank you for watching our 5 hacks. Hope this 5 hacks review can help you all, giving very relevant information to you guys campers and giving you all advice and also some ideas when you all come to experience your camping.
Of course, if you guys would like us to do better review, do give some suggestions and ideas to us by leaving the comment in the section below. Possible our next 5 hacks review will include your suggestions and ideas. Thank you so much for the ideas.
And please remember to subscribe SnowMakerTV channel. Thank you.
Thank you.
Please.